What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are here for an unboxing video. You've already seen from the title and the description. We're here to look at the Super7 Raphael. When these figures first got released, I was kind of on the fence about them. I wasn't sure if I'd love them. I wasn't sure if I'd need them. Before we keep going, though, I need to give a shout out to DJC Collectibles. They are a Canadian e-tailer online shop, and they just recently got in this variation. So this is not the first release; the second release is the variation on the sprue. If you're watching this from the States, I don't think you can order from them. I don't think you can. I could be wrong, but I know that another online retailer that I used to use has a warning up on their site now that says Canadian only for some stuff. I would assume it's the same for all of the smaller dudes out there in the figure game here in Canada. Here he is. This is the guy. This is Raphael. And I brought out the big guns. I brought out literally every Raphael, I think, that's animated related for comparison. Yeah, so there's the OG Raphael. There's another one just off camera. There's one in package. There's the wacky action. There's the storage shell, next mutation, and just off camera here I've even got this guy. So let's I used to have more, but that's all I have now. But so here it is. The reason why I want to do a video on this figure is because I kind of wanted to document it for myself, what I thought of it. Because I wasn't totally sold at first, but then watching Unboxing Thursday with Kevin at Toying Around, he had one of these, the first release, and I was like, you know what? If they ever decide to do them again, I better grab one. So, thanks for enabling me, Butter Baron. My wallet doesn't appreciate it, but I sure do. I sure do. The packaging is nice, I have to admit. However, I am an opener. At least that's what I keep telling myself. So we won't spend too much time on the packaging. I do like seeing the logo on the back, though. If they wanted to go super crazy and they needed to do a third release, they could do a Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles release and just say it's the UK variant. And then they can re-release them all over again. 2 more releases. Tell me what you think in the comments of that idea. If I should be writing to Super7 with my idea. Something's loose in the package. You can hear it. Alright, let's go. Oh, it's his head. And his turtle com. His head's rolling around in there. Heads will roll, I guess, right? So that's, I don't know what to make of that. I guess that's okay. My my Toka and Razor back there, one of Toka's hands is loose in the box, so I guess that's okay. Not too happy with the R paint apps there. Let's see if there's any other glaring issues besides the head rolling around and the turtle com rolling around. I'm just concerned that if there's major issues that I'm just not going to want to open it. Because I am an opener, I do pay attention to paint apps. If I have a choice of figures on the shelf, I'm going to pick through every single figure and pick the nice paint app, and that's the one I'm going to take home and open. Which sometimes means I take the minty card, and sometimes I don't. Everything else looks okay, just that R looks funky. It doesn't look right. Well, hang on a second. Does he have... Okay, so here's what I'm going through in my head. I should just say it out loud instead of doing it. He's got a left and a right foot. He's got a left and a right calf. Knees look like a left and a right. Left and a right thigh. Hands look okay. Forearms are looking okay. The biceps, it's tough to tell because one of them's twisted and the other one's not. Shoulders look okay, so I guess that's all okay. The sai look okay. The pizza looks fine. The open turtle com looks okay. I think we're good. I think we'll open this one. I don't see much to worry about, so we're gonna... The witty voice of the turtles. That's true. That's true. That is true. Alright, let's get into it. Sorry, I just wanted to check in case there was any other glaring issues, you know, just in case. Just to be on the safe side. So, just to get a better look at this head here, shall we? This is the angry head sculpt. A little bit of white on the lower lip there. I can clean that up. I think I can get that off with something sharp. Some paint missing on the teeth here. Receding gum line or something. This looks to be all one piece. I don't think this rotates at all. Gotta be careful with that. Some mold slippage on top. Or the person that was clipping them off the sprue was just doing it too fast. One of those two things. Probably not going to use this head sculpt until I clean it up though, because it doesn't do it for me. I got to put some white on those teeth. So we'll set that one aside. Let's grab this turtle comb so we don't lose it. Pretty good, nice sculpt. Close the turtle comb. This is a weird shape. Am I gonna have to cut more tape to get this out? The answer is yes. Oh. Oh no, you do have to cut it. It was coming off the cardboard, but now you have to cut the rest. Yeah, let's do it this way. What's going on here? It's stuck together somehow. Oh, they're taped together too. Wow. Okay. Can you tell this is my first ever Super 7 figure? Because it is. I have no idea what to expect. Or what I'm doing, obviously. Very pro unboxing video here. I do like the extra hands. That's something that my recent experiences with Hasbro, particularly Black Series, kind of drives me nuts. We need more hands. And I do like the authentic, original styled weapons sprue. Yeah, it's it's identical. Almost. It's super close. All the weapons are there. That is really, really cool. I appreciate that detail. That attention to detail. That's important. When you're doing a figure that's based on a figure, I think that's super cool. Alright, let's get him out of here. Oh, he's heavy. Heavier than I thought. So I was saying to myself and people that were also getting this in from online retailers here in Canada, I was saying, man, I really hope I don't fall in love with this figure. Not because I want to be negative or anything, but the only reason is because these guys are expensive. And if I love this Raphael, then I know I'm going to want the rest of them. and that is going to get pricey in a hurry. I'm trying to be careful because, oh look, I didn't even realize his legs are attached with elastics. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to break him. Okay. First off, he seems loose. His hips are kind of loose. He's got a waist articulation that moves a bit. Not what I'm used to with NECA stuff, that's for sure. But his elbows are stiff. Oh, he comes with 3 pairs. 1 pair, 2 pair, and then the brown pair. That's pretty cool. 3 pairs of Psy. Oh, interesting, but his shoulders are locked up. And his elbows. Okay. That's just weird. Why are the hips so loose? But everything else is... Oh no, they're not. You can't see it. I can't see it on my camera here. But I can see... Oh, there you can see it. When I pull on this, you can see that the peg is moving. Out of the hip socket. Just that little bit. You see it there? Yeah. I was afraid of this because I've seen a few pictures online of these. Whoa, that scared me. That sounded like it broke, but it didn't. Of like foot soldiers where the shoulder pins or the elbow pin like totally snaps and it's tiny. Like the diameter of the pin is like the diameter of the Psy in a joint that's this big. There's not a lot of material for it to hold on to, so you got to be super careful with these guys. Well, there's not really much I can do to show you articulation at this point because I'm really afraid I'm going to break him. I need to go and get the hairdryer, throw him in a hot bath. Okay, this hip moves okay. Yeah, see how tiny that is? This is the diameter of the peg in there. This distance here is the diameter of that peg. That's tiny for the size of this joint. And if it's stiff, well, yeah, like compared to like these guys. I bought this one for this reason, just so I could totally go ham on it. So I don't really care if I break this Turtles in Time Raphael. That's why I bought them. So there's a comparison. I'm sorry this is weird, but I think it's worth pointing out why you need to be even more careful, I think, with your Super 7 than you do with your NECA. This distance, if you measure this, here, let's use the handle on this Psy here. Okay, if you measure this distance, it's like half the grip. If you measure this distance here, it's like a third of the grip. So there's more material. These, NECA stuff is stiff, but I don't know. The more plastic, the more material. So if you run into some resistance, it's got some more material to survive abuse. So I would recommend not abusing these guys, which is why I'm hesitant to move this joint at all, because it could snap right off in an instant. It already looks like it wants to snap off, to be honest. There's a better shot of it. Like, it already looks like the plastic is failing somehow. I don't think I can capture it on the camera though. But I'm not gonna force it. Sorry for the cut there, guys. I was in the middle of analyzing that hip joint and my phone was full. So we're cutting here to this. I apparently was talking to myself for another 5 minutes after my phone stopped recording. Whew, yeah, it's almost 2 a.m. here. I gotta get to bed. All right, so let's do some comparisons. We've got the Super7 Raphael next to the original OG 1988. Actually, this might even be 89 because this is a hard head. Raphael. We do have an 88 soft head here, but this one's got the he's got the jack. He's got the fungus growing there, but that's okay. He drives the pizza thrower. And we'll throw in a couple other vintage guys here. Wacky Action Raph. I do like the angry face. I put the box away. It literally took me like an hour to get all the photos off my phone. The angry face, the other head sculpt that the Super7 comes with, reminds me a little bit of this one, the storage shell Raphael, because it's a little bit more exaggerated how big the teeth are and how angry he is. So, very faithful recreation, homage to the original toys in the Super7 one across the first 3 releases. If I recall correctly, please don't hate me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it was like 1, 2, 3, maybe something in between. What does this say? This might even... No, it's all just the original ones. Alright, so there's the first comparison for you. Let's throw him up next to the next mutation. I think these are sculpted by the same company that did the original ones. I'm going to have to go look that up because it's the same kind of articulation on these guys. And this, when the next mutation came out, it was at a point where I wasn't collecting Ninja Turtles, but I must have been in a toy store, in a Toys R Us or something, and saw a Raphael and just grabbed it. So, you know, it is what it is. I grabbed it. It's got the diamond-shaped shell there. I guess we forgot to show the back of the shell on these guys too. It even has a little pouch for the extra dagger or kunai, whatever you feel like calling it. I'm sure they changed it up in the comics and things. I had a loose one of these. I gave it to my nephew. Try to hold him at the same height. About there. The proportions on this one are actually comparable. It's because it's a wider figure. The height obviously is different, but these ones were actually really good. I had all 4 of them, and these figures, I was actually really impressed with these figures, and they were very accurate to the show. Even the picture on the back looks a little bit bigger. So, and even the shell, well, I guess that's just true to the original too. I did like these ones. These ones were good. If I find them loose again, I'm definitely going to rebuy them or just go steal them back from my nephew if he ever gets sick of them. And of course, let's do the NECA comparison. Here's Turtles in Time, Raphael. This is my pocket figure, the beater. Bought him just for messing around and getting comfortable with the NECA figures. Because this guy has a seized shoulder that still isn't moving, unfortunately. But he's going to stay that way until the 4-packs come out. So, height comparison, you can see the Super7 is a head taller. So definitely 7-inch scale versus 6-inch scale. Let's have Raph facing off against him. I do like the larger scale. It is pretty cool to see them in this size and this scale. I do appreciate that. And let's throw in a foot soldier. This is a NECA foot soldier. This is the one that came with this Raphael. And it looks pretty good actually. They don't, the foot soldiers tower over the NECA ones, but if you wanted to fudge it, if you had these already, I don't feel the need to go out and buy the Super7 foot soldier because I have this one, and I got 2 of the deluxe foot soldiers coming, the NECA ones coming, so I'm pretty happy with. I wouldn't mind displaying them like that. The head's a bit too small on the NECA foot soldier compared to the Super 7 one, a little bit, but I think they go well together. I don't see it as a big deal. Not a big issue there. So I like that. Very, very nice. Last comparison that I have, I'm working on this little project here. Working on an arcade cabinet. Obviously it's not done. The marquee is going to go up here, across here, so the screen will be here. I just wanted to see what this guy would look like next to it for curiosity. And I can't really move his shoulders, but I can kind of position his hands. Yeah, it's not bad. That'll look cool. I'll probably have him do it. I'll probably do that. Once I finish this cab, I'll probably have him playing the arcade so that he has something to lean on in case he falls over, tries to take a dive off the shelf. He'll have the arcade cabinet to support him. So final verdict on this Raphael. I was talking about it a little bit to myself when my phone stopped recording. I am pleased with this figure. I'm glad I have this Raphael. I'm not a big fan of how delicate he is. This articulation here has me super nervous, and I'm really nervous about getting this hip moving and getting these shoulders moving. Maybe not so much the shoulders. I think I'll just put them in some water for a bit and just get them moving. This is going to be it for me. This is going to be it for me on the Super 7 Ninja Turtles. I'm happy to have Raphael. As you can see, is my favorite turtle. It's the one I have the most of. But unfortunately, I do not feel confident enough in the material, in the sculpt, and the durability of the figure to buy more of them. And yeah, you know, half of it is me wondering if I'm just like talking myself into not loving it, but the articulation is a real concern. I know it's very articulated, it can get some great poses, but that's assuming, hypothetically, I'm able to successfully get the joints moving. Because if I'm not, then it's not going to be pretty. If it breaks, it's going to be very frustrating. So stay tuned to my Instagram at Vern's Hobbies to see the progress as I try to get this guy moving. I'll probably just do some quick live video and put up some quick clips from that on my story and on my feed, on my page. And wish me luck. Wish me luck. Maybe my verdict will change. Maybe I will pursue the other figures in this line. But like I said, that's theoretical, that's a hypothetical, and purely based on whether or not I can get this guy moving. So we're going to go with that for now. Thank you so much for joining me. Check out what I'm up to on Instagram. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Appreciate you coming by. Really appreciate you hanging out with me, hanging out, opening figures, checking out the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Alright, be excellent to each other. Peace out.